Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we're starting a new series. I know it's exciting stuff. This is going to be called Obscure Ships. So basically we're going to be taking a look at some ships on the workshop that haven't been covered to my knowledge on YouTube, and just ships that I find interesting that maybe otherwise wouldn't be featured in any videos. Like, you know, like the big YouTubers like Jack RPG and all that do sort of look at workshop creations. I'll be looking at some of the ships that I think are cool that need a bit more publicity, if you know what I mean. Just, you know, don't know, just taking a look at some cool ships. Okay. Before we start, I'd like to sort of put forward an idea that I have. I'd like to host a sort of tournament, like Aaron did back in the day from LSG with the fighters. So it'd be a 1v1. You'd bring your own fighter and you'd fight it against someone else. But I'd do it more professionally than he did, with a proper score system, limits to the fighter size, limits to ammunition, limits to block count, limits to broken strategies, and switch up the environments that the fighters fight in, whether it be in a planet or in an asteroid cluster. Better camera angles than he had, just a bit more sort of professional than what he did back in the day. I'm not doing that to dig him, just saying. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that, and if you do, then I'll set up a Discord, we'll get some people together, and we'll have a little bit of a tournament. Because I think that could be a really cool way to bring back that sort of idea, because I did like it, a bit like like bot fighting sort of thing. Anyway, today's video we'll be taking a look at the personal carrier. Let me just get it up here. So if we look here, personal carrier by Vomsay. It's named the Blue Wolf. We're on a station right now. This is the hulltec fuel station by Hull Breach. Both of these will be in the the description box if you want to download them, subscribe to them, give the author some love. We're not taking a look at the station, that's already been covered by Captain Jack and Jack RPG, as you can see here, so bigger names than myself, that's for sure. But we'll be looking at this. This is the personal carrier, the Blue Wolf by Vomsay, and I have it parked in the large landing pad, on the large landing pad I should say, of this beautiful station here. So here we are, here she is. This is the Blue Wolf, and as you can see, it does have that sort of striking wolf appearance straight away. This is a large grid ship, but it's a smaller large grid ship. This is my little niche. This is what I like. I like large grid ships that aren't so big. Don't know why. I'm just weird like that. As you can see, it has all types of thrusters. I believe it only has the one hydrogen. I did fly around for a bit and I'd have a little bit of a look at it. That's why I got that bit of inspiration to make this video in the first place. So let's read the description. Type in Blue Wolf, it should come up. Right. It's an unarmed vehicle for civil use, transit, travel, housed, fly everywhere. So that means, it's got all the goodies on board. 281 tons, this doesn't really matter too much. Right, onboard equipment, it has the basic assembler, gravity generator, 3 O2H2 generators, an oxygen tank, a small cargo container. It's powered by 3 reactors, so it's definitely not an early game ship. Plus it has the arm thrusters, so it's really not an early game ship. And a battery. So we don't get any figures as to length there, but that is easy enough to work out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're not going to count them. So if you just times 18 by 2, that is 44. If I've done my math correctly. So it's 44 meters long. So it's a pretty big ship, and you can tell if I just plot myself up here, zoom out. It's big. It's a big ship. But for what it is, it's a small ship, if that makes any sense. It does use some DLC blocks, but the DLC is £3, so stop crying about it and get the DLC. Right, so let's just have a little fly around here. So we've got a nice bridge here. It's not a warship, so obviously it's very exposed, this bridge here. I mean, one missile, dink, goodbye cockpit, but that's not what it's for, so that's okay. The thruster arrangement's very, very nice. As you can see, we've got some sort of cheek thrusters up here with some port and starboard thrusters at the back, and a single large hydrogen thruster. I assume this is for escaping planet's gravity, you know, entering orbit, you know, getting into space basically. It has a connector. I am docked here. There's a connector under there. It sits flush with the bottom of the ship though, so it's there. It's there. Don't know if you can see it. So you can dock to stations. As you can see, it fits really nicely on this one actually. This is a very nice station. And then it has this sort of reinforced bulkhead look along the sort of body of the ship, the spine of the ship, with dual antennas and a very nice thruster pack at the back. It does look very good. So to enter the ship is only one side. You can't come in via the starboard side. It's on the port sort of midsection. There's a ladder here, so if you open the door, climb up the ladder, or you can just fly in, and it brings you into an airlock. No script on the airlock, but that's okay. So there's our cargo container. Here's our well, one of our O2 generators. Got some lockers here. You can store some goodies in there, probably just a rifle and some tools. There's our battery. There's our survival kit. In here we have the vent, kitchen, some food. This is sort of the living quarters. We have viewports on either side. Oh, that's very nice. You see the planet over there. We have a bathroom where you can do things, and then we have the armory, so you can arm yourself with a head. Come through here, and this is the bridge. So 44 meter long, but look at all this interior space here. There's a lot of room in here. Still, I'd say a one-man show, maybe two-man show, but there's only one bed, so you'd have to be extremely comfortable with each other if you're doing a two-man show. Or a man and a woman, you know, we don't judge. This is the space age, people. Actually, man and a woman's normal, isn't it? So, just retract what I said there. So we have a programmable block with nothing in it, so you can put whatever you want in here. I'd be tempted to put a door script, perhaps, on this one. An airlock script for the door. That might be useful for saving a bit of oxygen, because it is quite a large pressurized space, to be honest. Gravity generator right here, so everything's easily accessible. I believe this is the only gyro. Right there. And then we have the cockpit. So, let's detach and fly up a little bit here. There's the connectors you can see on the ventral side of the ship. Sorry, it's been a while. Ah yes, there's an extra hydrogen thruster there that I can whack on. That's just to help with hovering on planets. It's a very nice looking ship. So anyway, we can whiz around, or we can cruise around, and then if we turn this on, we're like, whoa, very fast. So you can definitely tell there's only one gyro because it does not turn quickly, but for the size, you know, the ship size that it is, that's perfectly fine. As you can see, we have a blinking red light on the stern of the ship, just to sort of indicate that it's there. And on the ventral side, I'm guessing that's, you know, if you're coming down, docking, and the dorsal side. So just some nice sort of, I don't know what you call them. I know that planes have them, but sort of like visibility lights, you know, just to make sure that you're seen. But I'm not sure what the technical name is for them, to be honest. Anyway, let's start cruising down to the planet here. And we'll take it for a whirl once we get there. So, wow. Right. While we're en route, we can hop out. Obviously, we have a gravity generator here. Lovely view from the cockpit. Let's have a little dig around here, what we've got. So, very tidy control panel, everything named very well. Personnel carrier. So, it's sort of like a shuttle, you know. I'd probably call it shuttle for what it is. So, let's have a little root around here. What have we got going on? Yes. Connector. Gravity generator. Sliding doors. Yeah. Anything of interest? Nope. So really, it's just got the basic goodies that you'd need to survive and get yourself to where you need to be. So we're going to head down to Earth and catch up with you when we get there. Welcome everyone to Earth or Terra. We're on Earth right now. So. Let's do a landing test. Let's just see how easy this thing is to land here. Let's pick a nice spot. It's a bit rough around here. Maybe we can pop it down around about here. This looks good. So let's say you just doing a little bit of an explore. Let's have a little look here. So sideways thrust is lacking, as it usually is in these little shuttles. So just keep that in mind. Nice and slow descent here. This looks a bit nicer over here. Get rid of those now. Plop her down and dink. There we go. Right. Touchdown. Hop out. There we go. Look at that. Not a bad landing, if I do say so myself. Lovely scenery as well. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this ship. I hope you like it, because I love it. If you want to download it, check the description. Show the creator some love, because this is a really nice little ship here. If you want me to look at your ships, leave a comment in the description. Leave a comment down below with a link to the workshop for your ship. And if I think it's an interesting piece of space engineering, I will feature it. I'd prefer to feature subscriber ships, you know, viewer ships, but if I don't get any, I'll just carry on doing the workshop ships. But yeah, if you want your ship to get out there, leave it in the comment section down below. I can give you some tips, some constructive criticism. I can help you out with publicity as well. Yeah, just send me your ships if you want. And keep in mind the idea I had at the start. Let me know if you want to see anything like that, because I think a fighter tournament would be awesome in Space Engineers. I think I've got some good ideas, but obviously I need the viewer base and the player base to make that work. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really does help me out, especially liking the video. Subscribing's great. Notifications if you want. Do all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care, everybody.